obviously the size is going to be the original size of the movie, but you can scale that down without making it look weird and jumpy like it usually can do. Okay. Alright, and this is just about done. Alright. Now, as you can see, I don't know what this last frame is. I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. Okay. Now, without going into too much detail on how to animate on GIMP, it's very easy. I'm just going to show you that this actually plays back very slowly because you have to adjust the frames per second. Actually, each frame is calculated by milliseconds. And I'll show you a way. Okay, first you just want to scale this down. I'm just going to scale it down to something very small. And it's going to go ahead and scale. Okay. Now, this is a crucial step. You're going to want to go to image, and you're going to want to index this. Now most people would argue that you want to optimize this for web. I think that GIMP has become so obsolete that pretty much anything can handle all the 256 palettes that you choose to put. And GIMP is pretty universal, and it'll pretty much put colors that all computers can understand. I've never had any problem by putting in 256. That's the maximum amount of colors you can have. If you do web optimize it, you might lose some quality. Now you're going to want to convert. It's going to go through and it's going to choose the best 256 colors to use while not losing any quality, and in my opinion I think GIMP does an excellent job. Alright, now one more thing you want to do. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail again about animating, but basically there's a lot of black space here that's reused. And we're just going to let GIMP get rid of that for us, because when it layers it on top of layer, you're just going to want to optimize it. Now optimizing, again, we'll just take out all the redundant colors from the previous layer. That'll make your GIF smaller. It'll make it more tolerable for people's browsers. Alright. Alright. Now this should be good. Let's check it one more time. Alright. That looks good. Considering there's only 256 colors, it looks pretty good for a GIF. Okay, what you're gonna want to do is save as, save it wherever you please. Okay, now you want to put the extension GIF on there. Save. Now here you're going to want to save as an animation, otherwise it's just going to merge everything. Okay, for this one right here, this is a pretty crucial part. If you want your whole movie to be fluid all the way through with your frame rate, you're going to go ahead and check in whatever frame rate you want here. I'm just going to go ahead and put 50. If you did not optimize, I highly suggest that you go ahead and tell it to just combine the layers from the previous animation. You're going to go ahead and save. open it in a browser to see what kind of tweaking you need to do with it. Now I use Safari, which is notoriously terrible at handling GIFs, so if it plays out okay on Safari, then it should be okay for other browsers. And also know that if you do test out on Safari, it's going to be slower. For some reason, GIFs are slower on Safari, and that's fine. You're going to want people to use Safari. If you want it to look good, you're going to want to test it out on Safari as well. Alright, and that pretty much concludes how to make any movie format that iMovie can support into a PNG sequence, and then put the PNG sequences into GIMP to make a movie.